of the Gateway to Glory tournament, Airwolf. His opponent from Grand Rapids, Michigan, weighing 175 pounds, the unprofessional professional wrestler, the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs.
You know, one thing about Glory Pro Wrestling, you know they're going to bring in some of the biggest names going in the independent circuit. And that's no lie right here as you see Airwolf going one-on-one with the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs.
You got Airwolf. He got here by winning that big tournament for the first Resurgence. He won the tournament. He won a spot on this card, the Resurgence Championship, $15 in scratch-offs and a $5 haircut at Supercuts, or whatever else they all gave away in that. But he would have got here regardless. He's the fastest rising name in independent wrestling. And I was putting him over to you before this. Jimmy Jacobs is the most intelligent wrestler on this or any other planet.
Jimmy Jacobs, of course, has been a part of every single major company in the wrestling industry. WWE, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, AAW, Evolve. Jimmy Jacobs has done it all.
You can keep naming him off, and he will have been there and done fantastic things there. He is one of the best professionals walking this earth today. And like I said, what he does in that ring is just a little touch of it. He's the most intelligent man in this business.
Not to mention, he has worked everywhere. He's pretty much had every job in wrestling, too. You see him in the ring there, and as you mentioned, he really has done it all and put that intelligence to good work.
2 decades, brother. I don't know how long Airwolf's been doing this, but I know that it is a fraction of the time that Jimmy Jacobs has. He is at a huge disadvantage here on experience alone.
Airwolf, as you mentioned, won this roster spot in the Gateway to Glory tournament back in March of this year, and now he wants to prove that he belongs on this Glory Pro roster. And they gave him they're giving him a pretty good match to start things off. They're giving him the opportunity to prove himself against Jimmy Jacobs.
They gave him this match as part of it. They gave him that title as part of it. He got that tire rotation at Dobbs or whatever else. They gave away like 9 prizes in that tournament. But like I said, he would have gotten here on his skills alone. He is a up-and-coming kid, Big Papa Pup, as they call him on his Pro Wrestling Tees store, looking to knock Jimmy Jacobs' teeth out. And that's exactly what I was talking about right there. That's intelligence, that's experience coming out here. That's 2 decades in this business. He's gonna, if you call him the pup, he's gonna show him why right here. He's the big dog, he's the real one.
Jimmy gave him a front row seat, gets back in the ring.
Jimmy Jacobs putting his body on the line. He might be proving my intelligence wrong there. I don't know how smart that was, but it paid off for him. Speaking of paying off, they might be that chair might be coming out of old Jimmy's paycheck.
Glory Pro might have to pay Wild Country for that chair that they just broke in the front row. Coming to you for the first time from Wild Country in Collinsville, Illinois, Glory Pro with their debut show here.
It's a fantastic venue. It's only going to get better with huge names like Jimmy Jacobs here. And I think, look at him, he's already putting a hurting on Airwolf. I joked about that not being an intelligent move, but when you've been in the business as long as you have, you know when to pick your spots. You know when to take your risks. And look at him, he's got a huge advantage now, and he is going to coast for the rest of this matchup. Jacobs driving him into the corner here. There's no telling what kind of internal injuries he has after that huge crash landing to the outside. One big risk, and now Jimmy Jacobs is in the driver's seat.
More of those knife-edge chops in the corner.
And notice Jacobs is just punishing him.
Airwolf returns the favor.
One of his first tweets back on the Indies was talking about how fantastic Airwolf was. So Jimmy Jacobs knows what he's getting into here. He's not taking him lightly. There's that athleticism. I will put Jimmy Jacobs over all day, but I'll tell you that's the one area the Airwolf is going to get him in. He's considerably a better athlete. Look at him. He's jacked. He's young. Doesn't matter when you eat a couple boots to the face, though, Joey.
Jimmy Jacobs with a nice suplex there coming off the top rope. Rolls him up, two, and Airwolf kicks out.
Look at him, he's got him right there. He's going to lock in the submission. Look at him. That's what I'm talking about. That's experience. That's knowledge. That's intelligence. That's Jimmy Jacobs right there. Stretching that neck out. A Rings of Saturn style submission hold. It's a pretty good thing we can't see his face because I'm sure there's agony in it right now.
Jimmy hit him with some elbows to the side of the head.
He's trying to keep a hold on there, but it looks like Airwolf has slithered out.
Airwolf gonna pick him up from here?
He's in control of his hold right now. He might be on the bottom, but he's got him.
He got him up. A Samoan drop.
But Airwolf cannot capitalize right now. That's not his game either. He's not called the Strength Wolf. He's called the Airwolf. If he can't get up and fly around, he's not going to win this match.
Both men trying to catch their breath.
They both might have the wind knocked out. Jacob's getting frustrated here. He needs to keep his eye on the game. He's had a sound strategy going into this one. Airwolf has not been up off of his back since that big dive to the outside.
Reversal into the ropes.
Big forearm there.
Airwolf starting to build a little momentum here. He's got Jimmy Jacobs in the corner. Big kick. Airwolf in complete control, too. And
it sounds like this crowd is on my side, brother. Jimmy Jacobs is a hugely respected person. Airwolf has got one match here in the area. He's going to have to earn these people's respect. That's what I was talking about earlier. He needs to go up top. That's his game. Look at Jacobs putting that distance between them. Exchange here, back and forth. Big suplex dumps him on his head. You never know with something like that, man. I don't know if you've ever been dumped on your head. I have many times. I actually trained to do this, by the way. And you get dumped on your head, you don't know where you're at. That can end the match at any time.
Airwolf slow to get up. Jacobs still on the ground.
But he's clutching that neck. I mean, that might have knocked something loose in there. You've been doing this for 20 years. You're going to have nagging injuries. Jacobs probably looking for that big patented spear. There it is! Look at me call it. I'm a prophet. 1, 2, 3.
And Airwolf kicks out of the spear. You thought Jacobs was frustrated before. That's not going to make him any happier.
Jacobs been putting people away with that for 20 years. But look who's in control now. Jimmy Jacobs just taking his time. Airwolf has been destroyed the back and the front. I'm telling you, he's got some internal injuries. He's like coughing up blood inside that mask right now. Fans trying to get Airwolf into this thing, but I think he's legit hurt, and Jimmy Jacobs smells blood in the water like a shark. instinct right there. Big Pele kick. Jacobs might still be in control on top, though. What's Airwolf planning here? Airwolf's got to pull out something big here. He knows he's from behind. He's ready to start taking them risks.
Jacobs sends him to the ground. What's Jacobs have planned here?
He's looking for a senton. He got those knees up. That could be a game changer.
Airwolf.
Standing Spanish fly. 1, 2. No, Jacobs to the last second. That's showing you the heart and determination of a 20-year veteran like Jimmy Jacobs. Look at Jimmy clutching that neck. I told you when he got dumped on his head that knocked something loose. He's got vertebrae loose in there. He is not in good shape.
Airwolf grabbing the lower back, still feeling the effects of that the stretch, the submission hold that Jimmy Jacobs had earlier in the match.
Not to mention that human being that crashed on him on the floor. Airwolf has been in a bad way ever since then.
And Jacobs biting the face.
That's why they call him the Zombie Princess. Big kick to the mouth, though. Cutter! Cutter! He got him! Go for another one! That's it! That's it! There it is! Jimmy Jacobs is your winner!
The Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs, has defeated the rookie, Airwolf.
The Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs.
Hey, real talk, I never do this because I hate to serve stuff after a wrestling match. I've been wrestling longer than you've been alive. And that's not an insult. I can't believe you're so damn good for 18 years old, kid. This is the third time. The third time you and I have wrestled. I'm more impressed with you every time. Hey man, by the time you're 21, you'll have a contract, so all good luck to you.